These characters learned the hard way that it's never fun to be on the receiving end of a curse. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cursed movie characters.
Come from the dead, come back to tell you all. I shall tell you all.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at big screen characters that are the victims of otherworldly or supernatural curses. However, we'll be focusing on curses that are more of a spookier nature, so we won't be including Beauty and the Beast or similar fairy tale curses. Also, since the fate of these characters is often a crucial component to their story, a spoiler warning is in effect. Number 10. Candyman.
Believe in me. Be my victim.
Arguably the classiest of the slasher movie monsters, Candyman's curse revolves around the notion of belief and the power it can have to create fear.
I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom.
The son of a wealthy former slave who became a sought-after artist, Candyman fell in love with one of his patron's daughters and impregnated her, which led to his brutal murder by a vengeful mob. Resurrected as an urban legend, Candyman is cursed to shed the blood of the innocent to perpetuate belief in his legend in order to sustain himself.
What's blood for, if not for shedding?
A villain as tragic as he is nightmarish, Candyman speaks to the tragic nature of curses and the unfortunate souls who fall victim to them.
Be my victim.
Number 9. Dennis Allen, The Serpent and the Rainbow.
Don't let them bury me. I'm not dead.
While we mostly think zombies are just hordes of living corpses nowadays, this film was a callback to where the zombie legend began with its roots in voodoo. Dennis Allen is an ethnobiologist searching for the drug used in the creation of zombies in Haiti, and unfortunately for him, he finds a lot more than he bargained for. After being doused with the mysterious powder and buried alive with a tarantula, Dennis is turned into a zombie of the voodoo tradition, which has less to do with brain eating and more about being a mindless, obedient slave. This is definitely one curse that claustrophobics should seek to avoid.
What do you want?
I want to hear you scream.
Number 8. Larry Talbot, the Wolfman.
It's a werewolf. Werewolf?
In arguably the greatest performance of his career, Lon Chaney Jr. etched his name amongst the horror movie greats as Larry Talbot in this chilling classic. After heroically trying to save a woman from a bloodthirsty wolf, Larry is bitten by the beast and soon finds that his scar has formed into the shape of a pentagram, the mark of the werewolf. One of the most tragic movie monsters of all time, Larry's transformation into the Wolfman, his ensuing murder spree, and the death at the hands of his father are made all the more heart-wrenching because he is an innocent who has a curse thrust upon him for performing a selfless act.
You're insane. I tell you, I killed a wolf, a plain ordinary wolf.
Number 7. Jamie J. Height, It Follows.
Is something wrong with me?
Drawing parallels between curses and sexually transmitted diseases, the protagonist of It Follows is essentially plagued by both after making love to her boyfriend Hugh. Hugh reveals that he has passed on a mysterious curse that entails being followed by a ghoulish entity who will attempt to kill her and that's only visible to her.
He passed it on to me. Something was gonna follow me.
As the slow-moving specter stalks Jay and her friends, it becomes apparent that the only way to break the curse is for Jay to sleep with someone else, and thereby pass the curse on to them. Although Jay's curse is of a supernatural nature, the sexual element adds a dose of realism that makes it even scarier.
You don't believe me. Mom?
Number 6. The Whole Family, The Witch.
We will conquer this wilderness. It will not consume us.
Curses are very versatile forms of magic that can plague a person, an object, or even a house, but rarely do you see one that infects an entire family. In this paranoia-ridden film, a family excommunicated from a Puritan plantation endures numerous and strange experiences that suggest a witch has cursed them. As the parents' and children's suspicions of each other mount along with the film's tension, paranormal occurrences like vanishing, possession, and a talking goat heighten the incremental rise of terror that consumes the family. What is even more unique about The Curse and the Witch is that it affects each member of the family differently and brings about their destruction in a variety of bone-chilling ways. Number 5. Thackery Binx, Hocus Pocus.
Just
like this.
While the curse placed on Thackery Binx may seem tame compared to the other curses on this list, it's hard to deny that spending centuries in the form of an immortal black cat probably isn't that much fun. After unsuccessfully trying to rescue his sister Emily from a trio of witches, Thackery is captured by Winnie, Mary, and Sarah, and then cursed to spend the rest of his days in the form of an unkillable cat.
I told you I can't die. Danny, you alright? Yeah. Okay, then let's go!
Undertaking the role of guardian to the witch's cottage, Thackery remains in it for 300 years to prevent a virgin from lighting the black flame candle, which has the power to bring the witches back to life.
This cat here, Binx, right? He can talk. My brother's a virgin. He lit the black flame candle. The witches are back from the dead and they're after us. We need help.
How much candy have you had, honey?
Number 4. Michael Myers, Halloween franchise.
Michael?
The modern-day boogeyman of horror cinema, Michael Myers pretty much began the curse slasher villain trope and is a classic example of less is more when it comes to curses. Although later sequels in the Halloween franchise dip into explanations of Celtic witchcraft, the original film and numerous other entries preferred to keep the nature of Michael's curse a vague mystery.
Because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Frequently described as simply being evil, Michael's curse presumably began on the Halloween night when he murdered his sister and thereafter became a silent, unstoppable force of nature. What makes Michael such an effective monster is that we don't know how or why he became cursed, and perhaps it's not knowing these things that makes him so terrifying. Number 3. Billy Halleck, Thinner.
I go to wipe out the Tacklias in Earth Science.
Bye. Love you.
One of the less sympathetic characters on this list, lawyer Billy Halleck isn't exactly an innocent victim of the curse that befalls him. After some distracted driving causes him to run over and kill an elderly gypsy woman, Billy is cursed by her ancient father to become progressively thinner at a rapid and potentially fatal rate.
This diet you're on, what is it? I've tried all the others. I might as well try this one.
I don't think you'd like it, Henry.
Desperate to lift the curse before he shrivels up into non-existence, Billy enlists the aid of his gangster client, Richie the Hammer Gianelli, to track down the man who cursed him. What makes Billy's story unique is that even though he is guilty of manslaughter, he still manages to elicit sympathy as he is reduced to skin and bones.
You want to get rid of the curse? First, you got to give it to this pie.
Number 2. Christine Brown, Drag Me to Hell.
You shamed me.
Making a choice between your own interests and helping someone else isn't always easy. Christine Brown finds out that choosing the former can have hellish repercussions. After she repossesses Sylvia Ganush's home to impress her boss, the old gypsy woman places a terrible curse on her, which entails being tormented by a vicious demon for 3 days before being dragged down into the depths of hell.
A cursed object? What object?
Something taken from the victim, cursed, and given back.
What sets Christine's curse apart from others, however, is that it's encapsulated in a physical object, which can be used to transfer the curse from one person to another. This furthers the film's theme of whether or not to condemn someone else in order to save oneself. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
You can't touch me. You can't get near me. See this? This is your spell of protection.
The last remaining werewolf must be destroyed.
Number 1. Reiko Asakawa, Ringu. While a cursed VHS tape may not sound very scary at first, Ringu took the idea to a terrifying conclusion that no DVD has managed to surpass since. While investigating the supposedly cursed videotape, reporter Reiko Asakawa finds the tape in a cabin and watches its macabre contents before being warned on the phone that she has 7 days to live. As Reiko and her ex-husband search for the truth behind the tape's curse and the mysterious family who created it, it becomes clear that its black magic is very real, and if the appropriate steps necessary to break the curse aren't taken, those doomed by the tape are literally in it for the fright of their lives.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.